everyone, so here we have my nails. I'm so in love with these. I did them a few days ago and I can't stop staring at them. They're so pretty. So I have taken off my previous set, filed down to a thin clear base. I've, as usual, done one hand and then I'm going to do the other hand. So I'm using these Mystic Forms. These were sent to me by a couple of my ladies on my Miss Lucy's and the Glitter Fairy group when I asked for recommendations for forms. I'm in love with them. I've had to order a couple of rolls today because they are fantastic. They're really nice, rigid forms. I really love the cutout of that smile line. They were really easy to apply, really easy to adjust, and they're so rigid. I always put the middle tab in the centre, but you wouldn't really need to with these. So that was just me kind of always doing it out of habit. They are really, really nice forms. So I'll be using them in some of my videos coming up because I really like them and would highly recommend them. So I'm starting off, I've applied the form, all prep, prime and everything done, and then I'm just going to apply the thin clear base that I always do to my nails. I always do this mainly to get that nice smooth transition between natural nail to extension, and also gives you a nice base to work on. So just applying that on there. That's another thing I found with these forms, that sometimes when I'm applying my thin base it can kind of just run off the form a little too easily, but it kind of stayed put on these. So again, another good point for the forms. And coming in at the cuticle area, I'm using Perfect Peach. Now this can be a little different to use than the other powders. I think they've reformulated it and restocked it, so I think that's changed, but it can just work a little different, so it gets a little more paste putty like, if that makes sense. So have a little play around with this before trying to use it on yourself. But it's such a beautiful colour, it is one of my favourites. And then using a small bead of clear acrylic to pick up some of the Glitter Fairy Metallic Multicut, and this is in Champagne, and I'm doing that diagonally across near that free edge. Sorry if I go out of shot a bit, I'm just blending that back and down. I want this now to have a slight crystal tip, so I'm not covering all of it. I haven't shown a full glitter nail in this video, however it's exactly the same as how I'm doing now, just with glitter. I'm then using my wet brush to pick up some of the Silver Star Metallic Multicut and just place that, like add it randomly on top of that gold glitter. And then using my wet brush to pick up some of the Crystal Chameleon Flakes in Amethyst. And that adds just that extra depth on top, and that's what's making that beautiful shimmer on top of these. And just patting that in. Less is more, a little bit of this goes a very long way. And then when I'm happy with all the glitter and flakes, I'm going to cap that entire nail in crystal glass. And as I said, the glitter nails are done exactly the same, so I did a thin clear base and then applied a gold glitter all over the nail, then tapped in a bit of silver and then tapped in those flakes. So that little finger's ready to pinch, so I'm just placing my pinching tool on and then capping this nail. Like always, placing that clear bead in front of the cuticle area and then pushing back with my brush. Creating that nice apex I want, and then using the body of my brush to just pat, tap and pull that acrylic down the nail, keeping that apex and the shape and the structure of the nail that I'm wanting. adding a second bead near the tip, and then just going to blend that back. And moving on to this other nail, I've already got that thin clear base down, and then I'm coming in with Perfect Peach again, back near the cuticle. Now I deliberately worked a bit wetter with this bead because this nail I'm going to marble, and I'm not worrying about a perfect application. I'm just wanting to get that bit of peach near the cuticle area and then pull it down, and then with my brush dabbing into the Perfect Peach and then alternating between Lavender Pearl and Pink Frost, and then just swirling my brush through. Because I'm working in small beads, adding a little bit here and there. If you cut through the colour, it doesn't matter, because then you can add another bit in. And just keep swirling in that same direction, in the same flow. And I wanted a very soft, almost like kind of a unicorn, cloudy, smoky look. I didn't want a really clear, crisp marble. I just wanted that nice, soft, delicate. Yeah, so it looked like a puff of magical smoke. I do come up with the most random things trying to explain what I was going for, but I know in my head what I was trying. And I'm just continuing to do that down the nail, just adding a bead, swirling across. Just keeping an eye on the rough shape of the nail, but again, I'm not too worried, I can file it in. I'm working with small beads, so the nail isn't getting too bulky. You know, it might not be perfectly smooth because I'm doing a marble, but it's okay because when I cap in crystal glass, that'll all smooth itself out. And then using my wet brush just to pick up little bits of the glitter and Chameleon flakes. So starting with that gold glitter, picking up tiny little bits at a time, bit of that silver glitter. So you can see just tiny little bits. I don't want a full trail of glitter, I just want odd little bits here and there. And then a few of those Chameleon flakes. Just patting that into the wet acrylic. Touching that middle finger. And then when I'm happy with this, I'm going to cap that in crystal glass. I'm also going to show you just really quickly a picture of the nails before I filed them. Because even before I filed, those Chameleon flakes, they look so pretty. Look, so shiny. So I've then filed these nails into shape using my usual filing technique. There is a link in the description for my filing technique video, and if you watch some of my other videos that I've done of my own nails, you'll see me filing my own nails in. And then using the new Moyo London Lace Collection stamping plate. And then I'm just putting some of that lace across the nail, diagonally across that. The stamper I'm using, I honestly cannot remember where I got this from. I think it might be Born Pretty, it might be Be Creative. I honestly cannot remember. I bought it about 2 years ago now. For the life of me. If anyone is watching and recognises it, do put a comment below if you think where I bought it from. I know I ordered it from America. That's all I can tell you. I'm so sorry. But it's just a very big jelly one. And then I'm double top coating on top of that. So you always double top coat any art or stamping or anything to make sure that that polish or paint or whatever isn't fully encapsulated. And then I'm just adding some crystal trails. So for this I used some crystals from the Crystal Shades wheel and the metallic wheel. I used the silver and the bright gold colour from my metallic wheel, and then some crystal AB from my crystal wheel. And I've also got some of the crystal AB raindrops, all from the Glitter Fairy. And I'm using my CJP gripper glue and my wax pencil just to create a trail on there. I'll apologise now because it looked like it just went really dark in the video. I've got a new phone and I'm getting used to filming with it. So it takes better quality videos, as all phones these days do. They're pretty much slowly becoming cameras with a few phone attachments. But I'm just getting used to some of the settings and stuff. So I'm just using tiny little bits of glue at a time. And just creating a trail that's flowing across the nail. And whenever I use raindrops, as you know, I like to make sure I put the other round crystals close up to any bits that might catch or snag, so that they all end up nicely interlinked and you don't... A lot of people, when they wear crystals, they find they snag on hair and stuff a little too much. So if you just learn how to... What's the word I'm looking for? With how you lay them out next to each other, you can prevent that happening. So make a nice flowing trail between the raindrops and the round crystals. And keep having a look at the trail from all directions, moving your finger around, having a good look. And if need be, add a few more. Then when I'm happy with how that flows, I'm going to apply my top coat. Now you can do this with a detailer brush, or you can do it with your top coat brush, and butt that top coat right up against those crystals, but not over them. And just look at that glitter. Those flakes with that glitter look so shiny underneath. Oh my god. And then I cured that for 60 seconds, and now I'm going to do another crystal trail on the little finger. And when that one's all done, top coating, and then I'll be curing that for 6 seconds. And once it's all cooled down, applying my cuticle oil. And there you go, guys. These are my nails that I did the other day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really, really love these nails so much. I was worrying I was losing my mojo a bit, having come back from medical leave, but I think, yes, I feel like it's back with this set. Really happy with them. I hope you enjoyed them. Any questions or comments, please just pop it all below. Thanks for tuning in. Bye!